Hi, what's up everyone? This is Oscar. I decided to do a video on this trade I'm planning to do today, so hope you enjoy. Let me just first explain to you what you see here on my screen. You see the euro-dollar pair as well as the DXY, which is very important to always have up on your screen. Then the third tab here is what you see is my Notion page, which I created um, to make sure I tick all the boxes before I go into a trade. So let's dive into the trade I'm planning to do today. As you can see here in this dotted arrow is what I'm basically planning to do. So I'm hoping that price will continue downwards towards this buy side liquidity level, which is my signal to start looking for an entry, for a long entry. So we are in discount zone, and I'm just waiting now for price to continue towards this level over here. At which point I will be looking for a long and a break of market structure, as well as a 5-minute fair value gap. That would be my entry point. My target is Tuesday's high. That's the draw and liquidity today. But there's a low hanging fruit here, which is also the equal highs over there, and a low resistance liquidity run over here. At which point I might take some profits if all goes well. So I'm planning to risk 1.5% of my capital. As you can see here, it's 2,200 euros. I'm also planning to do the same on my funded account. So on my live account, that would be a half a lot, and on my funded account would be around 2 lots, because it's a 10k challenge basically. So I'm just gonna wait for that to happen now and be back later. Bye. Hi, so I'm back here. I entered a trade and I deviated from the initial plan. So let me explain. As you can see here, this was my intended level that I wanted price to grab the liquidity. However, as you can see, we had a break of market structure here, which is bullish to me, as well as on the dollar. There's a divergence, meaning the dollar never took out the high. I mean, which is bullish on the euro dollar for me. So I entered the trade here a little bit too early. I must admit that I dove back all the way into the 3-minute time frame to look for a fair value gap, which I found there. But you know, a little FOMO, so should have waited for the 5-minute, which would have been the entry or that I should have taken. Anyway, so not ideal, but my initial that's where it's supposed to be. So my initial stop loss was there, which would have been a 1.2% risk on my capital, but I already moved it a little bit because I wanted to draw down of quite a lot actually. So I'm not entirely confident about this trade, so I don't want to lose the full uh, risk anymore. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The initial risk is always a risk you need to note down, so that won't change. But let's see how it goes. We went into quite a bit of drawdown, but it's okay. It looks okay for me for now. We just have to take out this short-term or intermediate term high, which is the intermediate term low there. If we do that, then it's looking quite okay. Um, So let's see what happens. I'll be back later. Bye. All right, so back already. As you can see, we took out that intermediate term high. So it looks very good. This candle actually. So next up, probably gonna see a pullback here. So it's not the time yet to go break even, because I'm quite confident now that we will go into this whole area of liquidity, meaning the low resistance for liquidity run, the Asia high, and the equal highs over there. So I'm quite confident that we will reach that level, at which point I will probably take some profits as well as put a stop loss to break even. So looking at the next move, which is the pullback that was expected, kind of expected it already before we ever hit that liquidity. So now just hope that it's not turns around on me and that it's indeed just a pullback. As you can see here, there's a small fair value gap that I'm expecting it to touch, which is almost fair value gap there, as well as the order block, as you can see here. So that's probably the level that it's going to return to. Maybe a little further, but we'll see. This is a situation on the 1 minute time frame. As you can see, I entered here, then DCA'd a little bit to get a better entry level. So shouldn't normally not do that. Just wait on the right level to enter. Still looking at that possible pullback. On the dollar, it already. Okay, so on the dollar, I'm expecting a little bit further pullback. Chances are that it will reach that level. Might be the same level as that one here. We'll see. Just wait a little bit. There we go. Nice little pullback. And again, this is not a guarantee that it's just a pullback. We might see the whole thing turn around and then I take a small loss, which is not the initial loss I planned to take, but still it's a loss. So let's see if this is the level that I'm expecting it to pull back to, at least. Alright, so we've reached the end of the pullback that was expected. It did go down a little bit further than I was hoping, of course. So went back into drawdown, as you can see. Create a fair value gap there as well, and apparently it needed this fair value gap on the 5 minute time frame there to go back to, as well as on the DXY. You can see this fair value gap. Apparently it needed to retrace all the way back there, and now it's quite interesting to see what happens. The most logical thing for me now is that it reaches this high. However, there's a new factor that's coming into play, which is the news at 4 o'clock. Am I right? Yeah, no, 3:15 actually. So there's some news incoming, but at 4 o'clock there's red folder news. So I'm not sure what I will do if this indeed goes all the way back up there. and takes out all this initial liquidity that I wanted it to do. And I might step out the whole trade. That depends on what time it is that we reach that point. So first off, let's hope we get back into this high over there. Right, so it's a loss. Took a small loss. Price just turned around on me over there. I didn't lose the full initial risk that I wanted to take, so it's okay. Just move on to the next one, and maybe I'll do another video there. Bye bye. Alright, so a little bit further down the road now, as you can see, the price has indeed reached the levels that I was interested in initially. On top of that, it also touched this 4-hour fair value gap that was there already for a long time. So I'm kind of waiting now because price action is not very clear at the moment. So, but I do think I would be interested in a long trade if we were to break this level over here. So I'm waiting for that to happen now and see what happens. All right, so I'm going to be wrapping it up because as you can see, we did another break of a low. So kind of have a bearish day today. I don't see price moving that much anymore. I would expect it just to continue on, but and not do much anymore. So I'm going to wrap it up. It's a small loss today, but it's all in the game. So thanks for watching.